Yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of Sports Podcast. My name is Dwayne. Here are my guys, Samoog and Chubbs. And in this episode, we're recapping the second round of the NBA playoffs, giving you guys a little conference finals preview, and then also grading the AFC West off season. Get into some crazy schedule talks and many more. Before we go, a few housekeeping things. Starting next week, starting this week. Podcast will be one time a week. Wednesdays is when you guys will, Wednesdays, Thursdays night. A lot of real life stuff is going on for everybody, so we just need to take a day back so we can have our days back. I got 2 kids. I'm about to start coaching. Chubb's coaching. The Smooth's getting ready for a wedding in the fall, so we just need football off season is here, so this is the best time for us to transition this. But we'll still be here every week. Give you guys 2 pods. 1 pod a week. It's going to be a little longer than what the 2 pods were, so maybe 2 hours or so. And then by doing that, we have more time to give you guys some clips and break down these videos. But make sure you guys follow us everywhere. hdsportspod everywhere. House of Sports Podcast on YouTube. Audio platforms. Make sure you go and like, download on Spotify and Apple. Yeah, man. Fellas, how we doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. You said life is life in for everybody. Everybody's getting into it looks like everybody getting into coaching. It sounds like, which is awesome to see because I feel like out of our friend group, I was the first one, even though it was youth. I was the first one to say, you know what, I'm a coach. Why not? I love seeing y'all get into it. It's cool because you never know what that shit can play out to be. You guys probably never thought you would be coaching one day. Maybe y'all did, but shit.
I figured I would get into it sooner or later.
I'm saying, you guys could end up being like a Joshua. You could be a coach one day in college.
He actually texted me yesterday. I forgot to text his ass back.
Some football camps,
You never know. Because everybody here is young and coaching. Like being 20, 28, 29, coaching high school football, that's pretty young. So that thing can turn into something, especially Wayne. You're down south. If you give you're down south too, DL. If you guys give a good 3-4 years, maybe 5, depending on how long y'all stay in the program, you guys could go on and take on a high school spot and get paid. Paid. They pay high school coaches down there a lot. So just food for thought for y'all. Food for thought.
Great advice.
Wow, they don't pay a lot of Maryland coaches that high. Just a little
about
bit.
The money. It's about making a difference for the kids.
Right,
but listen. I'm saying
institution for the next young man of America.
Listen. If that is your end goal, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Giving them a way out, gridiron game.
Nah. Who's that one coach was there for a couple of years at peace? I'm joking now.
During since we last potted, NCAA's football trailer has come out. How you guys feeling, man? I already pre-ordered my deluxe version. We might do a giveaway. For NCAA being bad. We might do a giveaway.
Man, give it away to me.
No, we didn't give away the deluxe.
I'm joking.
I got the MVP bundle. That's what I got. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm gonna get the 152. I think I'm gonna take that L.
It
only makes sense because you're gonna get Madden.
Yeah, but I gotta delete some stuff, for sure.
You're gonna get Madden, and then you got 2 months. Well, Madden comes out in August or July,
usually it's a year. Not a month. A month after NCAA. Usually.
Yeah, so it's a month.
Usually, that's how it used to be.
2K comes out in October, right?
Yeah, game is gonna be
September. 2K comes out September. It's a great game year, man.
And there's other games that are going to be great, and I'm not going to have space.
No, 2025.
But the good thing is, whenever a new game comes out, the cleanse of deleting all those files, feels refreshing. But no, I'm excited about NCAA. I'm really excited that they're putting it in on one. Well, they always had online Dynasty, but I have
crossplay.
Listen, I got so many people hitting me up that want to hop in, and I feel like it'd be a good thing. Hey, people watching this right now, if you want to get in the league with us, we could set up a huge league, and that could be like a little $20 buy-in, and that could be like a cool little thing.
And I saw something, and I think we should do this too. When you're building a program, 2 stars or below. You can't build a program.
You should start at the bottom. Everybody should start at not the bottom, but like
2 stars at the highest you could go is a 2-star team.
Like bring back UTSA or something.
Let's see who's really a program builder.
1.5, bro.
Don't get mad when I still when my NIL quarterback.
Nice players.
When I still a star quarterback, man. Don't get too upset.
No, but that'd be fun. It's gonna be a good time. I'm glad it's back. I see a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, it's the same game."
It's only so many ways to be great.
It's football.
I mean, I just hope the animations ain't the same, but it doesn't seem.
It's gonna be the same.
But that's literally the difference. You know what I'm saying?
It's the game modes is what makes.
Bro, it's the experience of NCAA. It's the fans that they have in the crowds. It's all that shit.
Option
it's the stadiums.
Run an option on NCAA.
Hey, best believe DL and Wayne saw what I'm about to say on Twitter. You can create a program in college. I'm gonna make the St. Vincent Bearcats a D1 powerhouse.
That's what I be doing, man. I be putting best players I've ever played with all on one team, just creating them.
Yeah, that's what I used to do back in the day. NCAA to put all my homies on one team. All right, who's going to be the best one? We all the same overall.
Get the best.
Let's see.
Oregon.
Yeah. That's what I like to do, man. I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Create all the homies, make us all like 80 overalls, and let's see who really progress.
Have St. Vincent step into Tuscaloosa.
Andy Morgan back at quarterback. And then when I get pissed off with it and the half Deacons come in.
Matt Deacons in the swamp.
Nah, it's legendary, man. I'm super happy about getting the childhood back, man. I'm happy it's crossplay, so it's 32 players. So I'm trying to definitely join a 32-player league, where it get crazy.
Think about this, y'all boys, all of us are coaching kids now that might end up being in the game in 4 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got a couple going into be senior kids.
The quarterback that Spalding is going to be in the game next year. That's going to be crazy.
That's lit. All right, man. Let's get to the shits, though. Second round is up. The Celtics split away. They beat the Cavs. We kind of prematurely had these conversations. So, Dia, I want you to give me your spill on, the Celtics in the second round. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell didn't play in the last 2 games. Jared Allen didn't play. But the Celtics went ahead and handled business like they were supposed to. So, they're now advancing. And just give me your thoughts on what you think about them coming into this next round.
I think, like you said, they did what they're supposed to. Had 2 of the more easier teams of the Eastern Conference, like they were supposed to. They earned it. They seed. I think all the team played well. They're missing KP right now, but they still played well. Derek White's definitely leading the team. We could talk about JT, we can talk about JB, but just overall, I just think that they're clicking as a team. Saying what we expect of the Celtics. I feel like people expect more. No team is going to come out. I feel like no team is going to come out and just sweep, run 8 games straight through 2 rounds, in my opinion. But I think they're, doing what they're supposed to, handling business for now. I think they'll pretty much do the same with the Pacers going into, the finals, Eastern Conference Finals. I think it's going to be a good series. I don't want to give my predictions. I'm more so, like I said, impressed with, what their defense is looking like. If we really going to talk about their game, they struggle at times playing, having an offense, a consistent offense. They play a lot of one-on-one isolation basketball, and that kills them at times. But they make up for it on the defensive end because they can guard at all 5 positions. They have multiple players that can guard at all 5 positions. So, we're seeing what we've seen from the Celtics all, season. We, seeing the carry over to the playoffs. So I think that they're, doing what they're supposed to do on a run to be in the finals. So I'm also anxious to see what happens in the West between Ant and Luca. That's more so the conversation. I know we're gonna talk about that. Comparing this, that, and the third. But yeah, that's just my take on the Celtics. I have them winning the finals. I have them going to the finals. I have them winning it all. This is Jason Tatum's year. If he doesn't win this year, he's kind of irrelevant. I'll say that. It's kind of irrelevant. He does what he does from now on. If he does not win this year, it's kind of irrelevant. And by no means do I think that if he does win this year, it's people were hurt. I don't think that's fair, to say, because he's been there multiple years. He's just finally getting it done this year. So yeah, that's just my take on that. So
I agree with you. This is Tatum's year, but he's not going to win it.
So that comment.
I was very, and we'll get to the Knicks series. I was so happy the Knicks lost because if the Knicks would have won, this would have been a lose-lose series for me on who gets to go to the finals. Now I get to actually root for somebody. So I promise you, if the Knicks would have won, I was not watching the Eastern Conference Finals. And I hate Boston. I would have never watched. I was not going to watch it. I don't care who win. I was like, all right, just wait till the finals. But I can watch it because now I'm going to be rooting for Indiana. But Celtics handle business. You should beat on teams that are injured and out, and they probably would have been favored even if those teams weren't injured. Anyway, so by law, first seed, number one seed in basketball, went ahead, took care of the 8th seed, took care of the 4th seed,
Yeah.
So yeah, you did what you had to do. Took care of business. Got them out of there early. Didn't mess around. Yeah, you gave them a game or so, but gentlemen swept both of them. So did what you're supposed to do. Get them out of there. And Jason Tatum, Joy to say, has been playing a bit more consistent. Not really into those fake rebounds, but he is rebounding. But obviously Derek White's playing amazing defense. You got Drew Holiday playing great defense. Jaylen Brown playing great defense. Jason Tatum, which is one of the more underrated parts of his game, is his defense, is playing great defense as well. I don't think the KP thing, they're really not gonna. It's not gonna really hurt him until they get to the finals. If he's not able to play in the finals, to me, that's when it's actually gonna matter because they're gonna need him for either of those two teams that they play. I like what Miles Turner's been doing, but I just don't think it's gonna be that necessary. What were you gonna say, Smoot?
I was gonna say I don't think his injury is as bad as they're making it seem. They're just resting him, really.
Yeah, they don't need him.
Yeah, like you said.
Yeah, if they go down 2-1 or something, then you'll see him going. Come on, right. But yeah, as long as they're up or it's tied, they won't utilize him. They'll continue to make him rest. But yeah, like what they did, and shout out to them. No shout out. Good job, Celtics.
That's crazy.
Just anything about the Celtics? He just rolled his eyes. The Apollo agenda is dead.
Whatever. For this year, it is at least. I mean, hey, we kind of talked about it in the chat, and I kind of alluded to it. I don't necessarily believe like everything. People say it goes easy route. It was because of injuries. I do believe it might have been a longer series in between games, Dwayne. But I do agree with you that even with those guys playing, they probably still would be in the situation in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm talking about the guys that were injured that they happen to be on the teams that they played against. You probably don't agree with that 100% because Jimmy Butler, but it's okay.
Let's say daddy.
But in that aspect, it probably would have been a tougher way to get to the Eastern Conference Finals because of the series would have stretched out longer than these quick series that they were like getting, honestly. So like I'm not going to discredit that though. I'm not going to discredit that. I don't know. I'm just disappointed in this matchup. I wish it was New York because it was a more exciting game. I'm not really excited about this game. Like I feel like
they would have beat the shit out of the.
But my opinion is I would have just because the way they're talking, I would have believed that it would have been a good series. I don't believe in the Pacers against the Celtics.
I honestly think
they would beat the shit out of New York.
I think the Knicks would have guarded better than what the Pacers are about to do. I think this is going to be a very high scoring series.
I think it goes in 5 games, 4-1 Celtics.
I think it would have been the same result either way. Nobody. They were not going to let Dante DiVincenzo score 25 plus points a game.
What Eastern Conference team do you think gave Boston the best chance?
If they were healthy,
completely healthy.
If the Knicks were healthy, they would give them a really good tight. Obviously, I think if the Heat were healthy, they would give them a good fight. And if Philly was healthy, they would give them a good fight.
Yeah, Philly. I wish he was 100%. I don't know. I know Donovan Mitchell got hurt, but I like the Cavs. I like the Cavs. I think it would have been a good series.
The guards are too little.
Well, it would have been a good series, is what I'm saying. It would have been fun to watch, in my opinion. They probably wouldn't have won.
Was dropping like 40.
Garland was playing too.
Yeah, Celtics just had the best chance. I just feel like overall to come out of the East. So,
but no matter what, there's no hate towards the Celtics. I'm not hating this podcast. I just don't believe that they're going to win at all. I really believe one of the Western Conference is going to get a title. Like, I especially if it's Minnesota. That defense is going to. I don't know.
Let's get to the next series. We'll stay in the East. The Pacers obviously beat the Knicks in Game 7 in MSG. Obviously, the Knicks suffered some injuries, obviously all year, but let's say some big ones toward the end. I'm not going to listen to anybody talking about Jalen Brunson got hurt because he was not playing good prior to him getting hurt anyway. He was not the Jalen Brunson that we all saw. So he was flustered. He got hurt after the game was out of reach.
In what sense, though, Wayne? Because
that was not the same Jalen Brunson. So.
It wasn't down by much. DiVincenzo ended with like 40.
Yeah, because first of all, Alex Burke was carrying him. Alex Burke came in and gave him 18 in the first half, bro. Jalen had 17 points.
But it wasn't like he wasn't. I see what you're saying.
He wasn't the Jalen Brunson, bro. That's all I'm saying. He's getting locked by TJ McConnell. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Matthew Dellavedova 2.0.
Hey, he says it wasn't the same Jalen Brunson. You seen the guy that people they calling Jalen Brunson on the internet on X?
No, what they call him?
It's a Spanish guy. Looks just like him. They said this is the Jalen Brunson that played.
Yeah, send me that.
I will. I gotta find it.
So he got dropped 40 every night. Is what you're saying, bro?
No, he just gotta look better than he looked very inefficient yesterday. He just didn't look like Jalen Brunson.
Hey. I'm gonna send it to you. It says
he's not Spanish, bro. He's like
Asian. He might be Asian. I don't know.
Bro, he's black, bro. He said, "I'm not gay no more. I'm deliberate." That's that guy, bro. But yeah. What I was gonna say.
My bad.
I was trying to talk. Yeah, he just didn't look the same. And I just want to get this out of here because I'm gonna be nasty today. All that Jalen Brunson superstar stuff, get that out of here. This is the second year in a row, Theo, where the New York Knicks lost in the second round, and entering the second round, they were the favorites to win it. And this year, they lost in their own house, and at halftime, they were down by 15.
It's Jalen Brunson and
like,
what are we talking about?
Not a superstar. Not a superstar. What? Who do we crown a superstar without getting to the conference finals if they don't have an MVP? Because Joel Embiid's the only person.
Bradley Beal.
How many again?
Bradley Beal's never a superstar.
I was joking. Guys, relax.
Wayne, how many point guards do that besides Russell Westbrook alone, bro? How many? Name me them.
Steph Curry.
He wasn't alone. Then
2022, 2021, when he beat your guy, he was alone.
That's Steph Curry. That's a different breed. Right?
Exactly. Allen Iverson.
Exactly. Small giant. That's very rare, is what I'm saying.
Guess what he got? I can't give him the superstar label. He's never been to conference final. Never finished top 3 in MVP
So
voting.
now achievements count, not performance.
That do count for being a superstar, DL.
But his performance.
You gotta have the full package. You know me. Pause.
He just gotta win. He has to win that game. That game.
Yeah, bro. He's the best player on the court, right or wrong.
That's very true.
Who had the better team?
Who's his next best player?
Who had the better team?
You tell me that Julius Randle isn't even that good for him.
He ain't played. So
exactly. So
OG played hurt. It was out there.
He only played 5 minutes. DiVincenzo was arguably for the series a top 3 player in the series.
100%.
So they had 2 of the top 3 players. Josh Hurt before the injury. 3 of the top 4 players in the series.
Top of players of what, Dwayne?
Of the series.
That's not saying much. Like, come on, bro.
My point exactly. You should have won, and you should have never lost.
Oh my goodness.
And they got lucky. Should never won the game 7 because the Patriots blew game 1. They're the 2nd seed this year, DL. Last year they were the 4th seed. They legitimately got upset 2 years in a row in the second round.
I think if they had Mitchell Robinson, they would have been fine.
I agree, but guess what? The superstars overcome those. Superstars overcome that. And because he didn't overcome it, I can't call it.
Like his performance earned him. I mean, he got NBA.
Not this last game, DL. Not in game 7. In game 7, you can't. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was getting ready to come up here and shit on Ant. It was gonna hurt me. It was going to hurt me to what I was gonna have to do.
Like it's the playoffs, Brian. Like these are teams who've been there before, bro. Like we're not.
The Patriots ain't been there before.
Last year, yeah, the Patriots was there.
No, they weren't. They were a lottery team, DL.
When was the Pacers in the Eastern Conference?
That's Paul George you thinking about.
That was the last time they was there. Sheesh.
Yes.
Maybe I'm talking about the play-in. They was in the play-in. They was
in the play-in last year.
This year. Not the play-in. End season, my bad. End season.
Yeah, they was in the finals.
Yeah, exactly. So they're a good team.
No, I'm not knocking. I never said it was a bad team. I'm saying if Jalen Brunson's a superstar, he's a 2nd seed. He got to do some things.
I just don't think you can discredit him.
I ain't discrediting him. I'm saying don't credit him. And all the people that was mad at Becky Hammond, she was right. She was right. So they can't get mad at her. Y'all got anything on this series? Shout out Tyrese Halliburton for stepping up. He's definitely a front runner though. But front runner all you want. But shout out to him for stepping up. He makes me mad watching him play though, because there's so many times he's at the rim. He's 6'6", lay the ball up. He wants to throw a jump pass. Him and these jump passes piss me off so much. But shout out to Carlisle, great coaching. Shout out to Pacers for getting there. I got the Celtics in 6. Me personally. But where you guys got it?
5. 4-1 Celtics.
I'm gonna go Celtics in 7. Actually, I think it's gonna go to 7.
Yeah, if it go to 7, they ain't cutting. Celtics losing, so they better not go to 7.
Celtics winning the series, bro. I think they'll go 7.
All right. But if it go to 7, they losing because the Indiana Pacers got more depth. They're gonna run the floor on them, especially so KP got to be playing in that game 7, then, right? Okay, that changes it. But they got more bench, so we got to see what the Celtics bench been playing all right, good this
That TJ McConnell and Peyton Pritchard matchup gonna be crazy.
Peyton Pritchard gonna get boxed up. I'm saying that right now. He gonna get, you know it too. They're not relying on that.
Yeah, those matchups gonna be crazy.
I'm worried about the Derek White. I'm worried about the Derek White, TJ McConnell. I want to see that. That's what I want to see. What
Watch. He gonna be a Halliburton, bro. Watch.
Who, Derek White?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just saying, like when Derek White been snapping in the playoffs, so he gonna get on him because TJ can't guard. He can't guard on what you call it.
Thanks.
Then Aaron East felt like good. I feel bad. Hey, but didn't they beat the Celtics in the in-season tournament though?
They did.
All right. All right, man. Let's talk about Luka and Kyrie. Chubbs, I want to hear from you. Since your OKC Thunder got out, like I said they would, and not make the conference finals. So were they contenders?
It was a block.
It was not a block. That was a foul, Chubbs.
That was a block.
That was a foul.
That was a block. That's why. That's what I have to say. It was a block, and they got robbed. Good job, SGA. That was a block. But no, I mean, shit happens. Honestly, it's disappointing. But the positive thing is that team is a young team, and they have a lot more. They still got draft picks, like a lot more draft picks from the years and years of what's it called, stacking them. So that team's still going to get good, and they have money because everybody on the roster, damn near, I guess, except besides SGA, has like not like the craziest contract. And they were the number 1 seed. So you don't think like a team who I don't know what the free agency is looking like.
They're gonna make a trade.
Huh?
They're gonna trade for somebody else. They gotta get rid of Josh Giddey. I think
they'll probably trade a couple of the young nucleus that they've had over the years that are role players, but I don't think it needs to be a crazy rebuild. I feel like you need to keep Lou Dort. That's a good rotational defensive player off the bench. They probably could get rid of Giddey. Huh?
Who would you want to see them get?
I don't even know who the free agents are right now, but you're talking about in a trade.
Don't worry about free agency. It's not a good free agency.
I'm trying to.
I mean, they could possibly get Paul George.
To be honest, they need a 3. You need somebody in between SGA and Chet. You need a forward, like a dominant forward, not like these. No hate to Jalen Williams, Jason Williams, and Aaron Wiggins that came off the bench.
Greg J-Dub, please.
Well, I'm saying they're good. I'm saying they're good, but I'm saying like they're not like a Paul George. They're not like
Kevin Durant to OK.
Well, no, not that, but I don't know.
I thought it was going to happen. I think that's what's going to happen.
But that would be great for them. They need a killer at the 3.
They already got a killer though. Why you need another killer?
To make that hump. Get over that hump. You're saying they're making a trade for somebody. I'm telling you, they need a small.
I think they trade for Laurie Marketing. That's what I think they get. Stretch 5, stretch 4, can rebound.
Chet's the 5.
Chet too little.
He's gonna put on weight. You crazy? He already did put on weight after a year. He'll put on more. He's tough. He gets a lot of blocks.
He only had 4 rebounds that day.
Yeah. He had a bad game, but the game before that, he was doing all right.
This game should have been over earlier if the Mavs just didn't blow a freaking 20-point lead. The Mavs were the better team. They had the better pieces. PJ Washington played amazing defensively. Didn't know he had that in his bag. More importantly, Derrick Jones Jr., you see what we do? See, he came up under that Heat tutelage, right? Came up underneath us. They just thought he was a dunker. We taught him everything he had, and then we released him to the world. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Derrick Jones Jr. He played amazing. I think he had 22, hit like 4 or 5 3-pointers in the game 6. Luka obviously has been hurt. We know Luka's been hurt, but when he's not talking to the refs, he's playing his game. He was able to do what he needed to do.
I got some names for you.
Give me some names.
I would love if they somehow could get OG somehow. I mean, I know OG got traded there, but OG is a free agent coming up if he doesn't sign, or if they give him a crazy contract and New York doesn't match. So OG would be great for them. And also, I know he's going to be unrestricted. I would not mind DeMar DeRozan going to OKC.
Hell no.
Crazy. I wouldn't mind that at all.
What?
Or Pascal.
That's a way better one. DeMar DeRozan.
Traded to Indiana.
Yeah, but
I know.
They got his bird rights though, so they can give him a bigger deal.
Man,
they could re-sign him.
run it back, bro. You're tripping. They run it back. It's been an Eastern Conference Finals midway through a trade.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna be back. But DeMar DeRozan, he can't shoot a three. Yeah, his mid-range game is.
I mean,
nice, so
Lamar is washed. Washed.
Well, here's the guys I do believe will be available that are here. I think LeBron is going to be available, even though he's probably gonna go back to LA. Even though he's gonna entertain stuff is what I think. Paul George is definitely gonna be available.
Mhm.
Klay Thompson is gonna be available, but nobody wants him. Tobias Harris will be available. Tobias Harris will be available. James Harden won't be.
That's the NBA.
James Harden
what?
won't be. I think LA.
Tobias Harris, Kirk Cousins.
That's Kirk Cousins of the NBA.
That's Paul George. That's Paul George.
Pascal, I don't think will be available, but who knows? And that's really it. Out of the top names, and OG. I don't think OG's going to be available, but who knows? That'd be great. They get OG, but yeah, Russell Westbrook, OKC reunion.
Ain't no way he goes back to OKC.
No, he won't. He won't. But it'll be an interesting. I'm happy for Luka though. I want to see Luka get to the finals. I'm happy for Kyrie because Kyrie did it. You know, everybody said he couldn't get there without LeBron. You know, he got back in that situation without LeBron, even though he has Luka. But still, I'm just excited to see it. Excited to see it. I'm a little hurt that they, beat the OKC, but they're a good team. I think Wayne, you said it when PJ Washington got traded there. I think we all kind of agreed, but like it made them contenders off. Like even though they were a good team, they made them like legit contenders.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
all right, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves come back from down 20 in the third quarter, win the game by 10 versus the Denver Nuggets. I just want some takeaways from this game. Two questions I got for you guys. Are you guys now officially ready to say Ant got next? And what does this mean for the Denver Nuggets?
Oh, question for you based off the first question.
Is Anthony Edwards what?
If Ant beats Luka, is Ant better than Luka?
If Ant beats Luka, will Ant be better than Luka? I won't say it just yet. Not just yet. But if Ant were to, I think now Ant kind of solidify himself as a top 10 player in the league with the Western Conference Finals.
He also has a great team around him.
Has a great team around him. Does have the better team than Luka. But to me, that really Ant does play on both sides of the ball. So that kind of dispels the having a better team around him thing. It depends how Ant plays, Theo. If Ant is playing where he's averaging 28 plus and playing great defense, I may be compelled to say Ant is better. But I don't think I'll have to wait till next season. Because there is some flaws in Ant's game offensively, as we saw like in the last couple series.
Very detailed explanation to me.
Yeah, you asked me a question. I'm getting into it. Get into it. So I gotta see what he does. Because I can't say it. I gotta see how the rest of the playoffs. So Ant goes in, right? Beats Luka, but then plays like how Tatum played in the finals. Can't say it. But if Ant goes to the finals, balls on our finals and win, it's a different conversation.
So you think the Mavericks don't have a better team than the Timberwolves?
No, I think the Timberwolves have a better team. Better defensive team. They got the second best player in the series. They have the best defensive team all around. Like after Kyrie, you could take everybody else, in my opinion, in the Mavs. So you go Luka, then Ant, then Kyrie, right? And then after that, you can take everybody else in the
Whoa. You said what?
Luka, Ant, Kyrie. If you want to put Kyrie in front of Ant, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
It's not a definitive. Like to me, they're just very switchy. But we're talking about who's playing well in the playoffs. And versus playoff performance, Ant's been the best one in the playoffs this playoffs.
I would say that because I feel like Ant's been more y'all argue with me about this all the time. Ant's been more ball dominant, which you know what I'm saying, which is why Luka as well. Luka's more ball dominant, which is he's able to play make more. That's just
also and on the defensive end. So that's why.
And too.
So he's been the best one. But so like you want to go Luka's the best player. If you want to say Kyrie, then after Kyrie, the next 6 players you're gonna say are all Timberwolves. The entire starting 5. Unless you want to take Mike Conley out. You can take Mike Conley out if you want to.
Hey, I'm happy for Mike Conley, by the way.
Yeah.
He's on 6 in game 7.
Not even that, but like he's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah.
And it's been quiet. And nobody really talks about him. Ever. I mean, not that he does anything crazy, but he's a really good point guard.
Him when he was the highest paid player in the league and they were shitting on him.
He's a really good point guard.
I feel like offensively, yes, they're going to be Timberwolves. But defensively, you just got Rudy Gobert, but then you have arguments for some Dallas players.
What do you mean defensively?
Like I feel like Derek Lively can cancel somebody out for, you know what I'm saying?
Like who?
Defensively, Cat. Not offensively. What Cat brings to the table offensively, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not matched, but
rebounding, they both rebounding, but offensively.
And then
Cat put some good defense on Joker too, so I don't know if we can cancel him out. And then obviously Naz Reid's better. Naz Reid. Jaden McDaniels better, especially because what he provides on the defensive end. So and then Neil Alexander Walker.
But I really just feel like that duo in Kyrie and Luka is just overwhelmingly better. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes them
overwhelmingly better than what?
Just don't do this.
I'm answering the question.
You got Luka as being one of the best players in the league, Dwayne.
To me, yeah, Luka's top 3.
Exactly. And you cannot say Kyrie isn't top 3 point guards in the league, top 3 5 point guards in the league, right?
Well, Kyrie plays the
2. First of all, who is even the duo for the Wolves, for the Timberwolves?
Well, have to be Ant and Cat.
Exactly. They're not better than Luka and Kyrie.
They're not as a duo.
It's like this.
I think it's getting shorter as the playoff goes on,
but you see
but then everybody else is like this.
It's getting shorter.
You can't even see my hand.
It's getting shorter. It's getting shorter through the playoffs.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I just posed that question because obviously next. But
and then just the way they play, if they're gonna play that one-on-one style, it favors the Timberwolves more. Obviously, Luka's gonna be in a lot of pick and roll action, but like when Kyrie gets the ball, there's no mismatch. There's no mismatch for them to exploit.
He's a bucket, first of all. But
there's no mismatch.
But yeah. What was your question? Your first question?
That was my first question about Ant. Is Ant up next? If Ant wins this game, wins to get to the Western Conference Final, get to the final, is he automatically a face of the league?
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Because if you look at what he's even doing in the media, bro, like
that's a superstar. He's giving you everything. He's giving you the full pack.
That's a business. That's just his personality. You know, sign with Adidas. Nah, that's not a business. He signed with Adidas. But yeah, no, I would say so. Chris.
Probably. Yes. Probably would be. I still think they're ultimately.
If he wins the championship, it's solidified.
I still think they're ultimately still pushing Wemby on everybody, but
not if Ant wins the championship. I'll tell you that right now. If Ant wins the championship, they're gonna make an American-born player.
So are y'all basically saying like, because what if Luka wins one? What if Tatum wins one? Whoever wins this is the future of the NBA, or just Ant?
They're gonna want.
If Ant doesn't win the Western Conference Finals, he's still gonna have time to do it.
Yeah.
And but it's not going to be automatic, is what he's saying. It's not going to be automatic, basically, but he's making a name for himself by what he's doing in the playoffs. What he did, first of all, he could have been a number 1 seed if they didn't have a 3-way tie, but that happened. And then, like I said, what he's doing in me is performing in the playoffs, winning,
charismatic,
beat the team that won the championship last year in 7 games. Told them they would be back for Game 7. Went to Game 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Told them that won the Game 7, came back and won that shit.
Probably, yeah. I would agree.
He's just confident. You know what I'm saying? People like confidence.
They're already comparing him.
They also hate it too. So that's what's going to be. You know, that's what's going to be.
They're doing the same thing they were doing for Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum won in 2021. Because Jason Tatum wins in 2021, he's the face of the league.
Yeah. But Luka, I think Ant is better than Luka. If Ant beat Tatum, I think Ant is better than Tatum as well.
So he has to win the league.
Wayne.
So if Ant were to win it, where would you put him as like a player in the league? Smooth.
He would definitely be top 8. And off the top of my head, I couldn't give you top 8, but I know he's definitely top 8.
What were you gonna say, Charles?
And that's early on in his career, which is why.
Are you saying that Tatum could not ever be the face of the league after saying "I got you" to Kobe Bryant and then lost?
No, just because he lost.
I'm just
saying. And then now because
I got you today.
It's because the team got exponentially better. He's never going to get the full credit to become the face of the league. So him losing kind of.
But like isn't that kind of like the vice versa? Like Ant does have a really good team.
He does. His team didn't score. He scored 16 points and they still won.
But I'm saying you're saying the same thing. Like Tatum affects the game too.
Yeah,
just like Ant does. So it's like similar.
It's just the expectation and the bar for Tatum is higher, but people don't want to admit that for whatever reason. Like
it's because he's been there before multiple times. That's why.
Same.
No. Let me tell you why Ant for Ant. I'll tell you why for Ant. Because when Ant came to the league, Minnesota was a bottom barrel team.
Yeah. Okay.
They were a bottom barrel team.
Oh, Boston.
But Boston wasn't great.
Boston had a top 3 pick.
They
weren't good.
They had
the
Nets pick. They just went to the. They were just in the conference finals.
I'm looking.
I just know what else.
That's the year they had Isaiah Thomas. They were in the conference finals.
Yeah. That was the year. They were, but it was Isaiah Thomas.
They still, and then he got on the team. And they traded for Kyrie. They traded for Kyrie his rookie year.
Either way,
Tatum was supposed to have one right now already.
He was, but I just feel like the same thing LeBron did as far as going to the Eastern Conference Finals, going to the finals consecutively. Tatum's been doing the same thing, and that's not.
But again, it's not because it's not from the bottom, He didn't.
He was built around him.
That's the whole reason why Jason's gonna get Tatum. Because where Jason Tatum started in the race compared to everybody else, he had a 40-yard head start and has not reached the goal when other people who didn't have the 40-yard head start and reached the goal. You know what I'm saying? That's why because Tatum is supposed to be. If Tatum was better, if Tatum would have won now, the way if Tatum wins in 21, the way Tatum's talked about right now is the way people talk about. It would be the way people talk about Luka. Tatum wins in 21, he probably wins MVP the next year. It would have been a trickle down effect. But it's not because he lost, it's the way he lost. Because you could say they lost that series because Tatum didn't show up. So that's why I think Tatum gets the 8 he does. And also because he plays for Boston. That's the thing too. That's probably one of the bigger things because he plays for the Boston Celtics and people from the Celtics get hated, and the people from the Lakers get overrated. This is how it always goes.
I do say though, we all think that the Celtics obviously will make it to the finals. The thing is, obviously, he has to win.
They better not lose to the Pacers. Oh my God! If they were to lose to the Pacers, DL.
If they lose to the Pacers, I won't say anything. I promise you, I won't say nothing. I wasn't anything.
That's the end of Tatum, bro. That's the end of Tatum. First of all, if they lose to the Pacers, it's getting blown up.
Oh, of course.
Jaylen Brown is no longer on that team. It's getting
Again,
blown
that's
up.
not a duo. We've been saying it's not a duo.
It's a duo, bro.
It's a big three. What you talking about? They got KP.
You said
Derek White and TJT.
They got KP. It's a big three when he's healthy.
No, the big three is Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. That's
crazy.
But if it's Luka and Tatum, that's really the matchup I want to see.
I think either one, Luka Tatum, Luka. I would much rather I'd rather see Luka and Tatum, because the thing is, love Luka. He don't play no defense.
Nah.
When we get to see the Timberwolves and the Celtics, we gonna see them guard it. They're gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna guard you right now. The Tatum gonna be like, nah, I'm a guard. So we really gonna see one-on-one, let's get to it type of thing. That's gonna be more than like it'll be nice to see Kyrie's revenge. That would be nice for Kyrie's revenge. That type of thing. But I think it's a better matchup if it's T-Wolves. And that's my finals preview. I have the T-Wolves and Celtics in the finals.
I think it would be a less hurt piece if Tatum lose to Ant in the finals.
If Tatum were to lose to Luka in the finals, that current, because that's who they.
That's what I'm saying. If Tatum beat Luka in the finals, bro, I don't care what you say, bro. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm on, bro. I'm on you, bro. I'm telling you.
I still won't admit it because Luka give me an all-time finals. And the Celtics are just a better team because they're just a better team.
Nah, bro, I want to hear that.
They're a better team, bro. We all say right now the Celtics. Well, no. I actually think Minnesota's going to win it all, in my opinion.
I think it's going. I really think it's going to be the Timberwolves and the Celtics, but I would like to see the Mavs and the Celtics because I want to see Luka Tatum. That's the matchup I've been waiting for. But
who y'all got in the series though? Who do y'all have in this series, fellas? The Mavs.
I'm probably picking Minnesota and probably going to 7. I think they're just going to really play really good defense against the Mavs.
I'm gonna go Mavs in 7.
So we both believe. Everyone believes this thing is going 7.
Yeah.
It's going 7 too as well. So, all right. That was a basketball portion. Let's go ahead and get to the NFL and get to these grades for all these teams. So first, starting the AFC West, gonna start with the Broncos. So what the Broncos have done this offseason: acquired Zach Wilson in a trade, picked up Michael Burton, fullback, picked up re-signed LaJordan Humphrey, signed Josh Reynolds, picked up Adam Trotman.
Did he just freeze? I think he froze.
Yeah,
Zuri pulled the cord.
Who he stop at?
I have something right here just to keep. I'm not going to go into all the bullshit.
Back Levi Wallace.
Now you're back. You lagged terribly.
Oh,
I said up. Zuri pulled the cord.
Nah, she didn't. Picked up. What's the last thing you heard me say?
Troutman.
Trocker? Oh, wow. Okay.
Troutman.
That was a while ago. Picked up Taco Matt Bird, Calvin Trocker Morton, Sam Mesfair, defensive lineman Angelo Blackson, defensive lineman John Franklin Myers, defensive lineman Malcolm Roach, Cody Barton linebacker, Justin Strand linebacker, Levi Wallace they picked up on a 1-year deal. Brandon Jones signed into a 3-year deal, picked up safety PJ Locke, obviously, and re-signed Will Lutz. And then they also got rid of some major pieces. Obviously, they traded away Jared Judy, released Justin Simmons. In the draft this year, the Denver Broncos went ahead and they picked up Bo Nix, John Ellis, edge from Utah, got Troy Franklin, picked up Chris Abrams, Drain, Missouri, Audric Esteman, the running back from Notre Dame, Devon Villay, Utah, and then Nick Guerrero from center from the South Carolina. So, fellas, what are our thoughts on what the Broncos did this offseason if you had to give them a grade?
Big Bo.
Give him a C minus. I'm actually gonna give him a D.
How about give him a D as well?
I'm gonna give him a D. So here's my thing about the Broncos. They lost. I just feel like they replaced everybody.
Before we go, Devontae Parker decided to retire after being signed by the Eagles.
Oh,
that's crazy. I feel like everybody that they like replaced for their key losses are like lesser players. I don't think they got better. Like Russell Wilson's gone. You picked up Zach Wilson in a trade, and then you drafted Bo Nix, who you don't know what he's going to be. He's a 28-year-old rookie, so he's got a lot of football experience left from college. So we'll see. That's the only bright spot in my opinion. They lost their center, and they picked up a center. They didn't pick up a center.
They picked up a center.
It said on NFL it says he's a guard, but that was 7th round. So I don't think a 7th rounder is going to start off rip. I just don't like what they did. They didn't do anything to get better. I feel bad for Patrick Surtain. Free him. But yeah, I'm giving them a D.
Smooth, you giving them a D as well?
Yeah, I give them a D as well. I think for what they lost, they didn't really replace too much. You probably see them as in the rebuilding phase, maybe. A couple draft picks to replace what they lost. Justin Simmons was a big loss for them, I feel like, on the defensive side. Jerry Jeudy, obviously, he wasn't a big play receiver or a big impact for them, but, they still lost him.
Picked up Troy Franklin 4th round, though.
Not impressed with that.
I'm not either, but he's a 1st-round prospect.
Yeah, but if you want that Oregon connection, it's the Oregon connection. But it's a rookie quarterback, and your backup is Zach Wilson. No better.
Is he the backup though?
He is
the first string.
All right, I was just trolling. All right,
the safe chance. So.
I give them a C. I think they get a C. I do hate that they lost some pieces, but I kind of grew to people that they replaced. Jared Jeudy was a bust, so getting some draft picks for him was a good thing. I think they're also going to make some more moves with trading camp, Cortland Sutton, and probably making some other trades. But I like the Bo Nix pickup for them. That's clearly who they wanted. But I think he was good. No, but.
They drafted well.
A guru. So if he's really a QB guru, let's see what he does with Bo Nix.
They drafted
I think they drafted well too. So that's why I give them a C. They're just in the rebuilding phase. They messed up with the Russell Wilson thing, and now they're just trying to recover from it. So, all right. Next team we're gonna get to is Kansas City Chiefs. In the draft, they drafted Xavier Worthy, picked up Kingsley Samati. I don't know if I say his name right, but hopefully I didn't. Jarrett Wiley, tight end from TCU. Jaden Hicks, safety from Washington State. Hunter Norzen, Penn State center. Kamal Hayden, back from Tennessee. And CJ Hansen, guard from Holy Cross. In this offseason, signed Carson Wentz, re-signed Clyde Edwards-Helaire, signed Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, signed Eric Smith, re-signed Edge Michael Dana, obviously re-signed Chris Jones, re-signed Derek Nottie, re-signed Treshawn Wharton, re-signed Drew Tranquill, re-signed Deion Bush, picked up Matt Ariza, and then re-signed their long snapper. What would you give the Chiefs all season? I'll say they traded away Jerry Sneed.
I'm gonna give them a solid B. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
By the way,
I don't know who is because my thing's over here, like
Okay.
away from me.
someone's
I'm gonna give them a solid B. Jerry Sneed is a big loss, but you made a decision between him and Chris Jones, and you picked Chris Jones. Like I respect it. Rashee Rice is probably going to miss a couple games, so the Marquise Hollywood Brown signing makes sense, and it makes it a better pickup. But I wasn't really like. I think that pickup was like too crazy. He's like
you were mad at that when it initially happened.
Well, just because he's a burner, like you don't need another burner. And then they drafted Xavier Worthy, so you got two burners now with Travis Kelce and then Rashee Rice if he plays this year. I like that you replaced Donovan Smith with a young guy that could potentially be your solid right tackle or left tackle, depending on where you put him. Kingsley is lit. I like Kingsley. The one thing you guys didn't address, maybe you're just rocking with Drew and the other buddy, but Willie Gay is a big piece to that defense, in my opinion. And you guys did not address that.
They re-signed Drew Tranquill.
I mean, they re-signed guys, but I think Willie Gay is better than Drew Tranquill. Like,
he can't be injured though. That's why they got rid of him.
But I like the Kamal Hayden pickup. That's a good corner in the late rounds. Xavier Worthy, I got speed, but I saw some clips of him dropping some easy passes. So you don't know what you're gonna get with him. But I'm gonna give it a solid B. Like they didn't do terrible. They picked up some good picks. They re-signed some guys they needed to re-sign, but they didn't like make any crazy splashes. Not a bad offseason for them.
No.
Yeah, didn't do too much. I agree with you. I'll give him a B minus. I like them. I would have liked them to do a little bit more at the receiver position. But I mean, I guess you got Patrick Mahomes. You don't really need too much receiver type receiver. Which is kind of where he kind of was established. But like I said, re-signing Chris Jones, big plus for them. But I think Kansas City is just one of them teams that's just always going to be good, regardless. Good coaching, well, team. So, big, no big moves, no scary moves. Didn't do too much to hurt their team. So yeah, I give them a solid B minus. Just like to see them do a little bit.
All right. I give them a solid B. Then they did addressing one of the more, to me, the biggest move was re-signing Chris Jones. Able to keep him. Really important. I like that Xavier and the Hollywood Brown pickup, like you said, Chips. Obviously, not gonna have Rashee Rice probably for the first half of the season. So to have those two studs right there, I really like the tight end pickups too. I really like the Irv Smith pickup. For him, I think Irv he should be better than what his career has been so far. And I think getting a whiff for Travis Kelce and getting in this system, he can possibly be the replacement once Travis gets out of there. I also like the tight end they picked up from TCU as well. Big body guy. So I like those pickups. Wish they were able to keep Willie Gay, but I think what Drew Tranquill proved for them in this offseason is good. I also feel like they still got Leo Chenal. Like eventually they'll have to get rid of one of those guys. And what's his name? I can't think of him. Nick Bolton. So there's only so many.
Oh yeah. You got Nick Bolton. My bad.
So many linebackers you could keep. So I like I like what they did. And I like the safety from Washington State. Really like that pick. We know they could develop DBs, so Kamal Hayden's probably be somebody that we say he was a great pick on draft day. I could see in the middle of the season getting big playing time. So,
And Marquise Brown, do you trust him, or is he Kadarius Toney 2.0?
I mean, I think you could trust him more to keep a level head. Is Tony on the team still? Or he got released. He's still on the team anyway. Still,
He's still on the team.
Yeah, I think he might redeem himself.
That's why their receivers is just kind of like suspect, but
I don't think so. They got a deep threat receiver really now with Xavier Worthy. And Xavier Worthy is much more than just catching deep balls. If you actually watch film on him at Texas,
yeah,
he does everything.
He can catch some fades.
Don't do no screens. I'm sorry, he's gonna get smacked.
He was great in screens in college, so
that's college.
He's still faster than everybody else here.
Hey, between them lines, he's hearing Roquan say, between them lines. Yeah, you're gonna find an angle and you're gonna hit him. So
I forgot Roquan was playing when they played the Chiefs. Next,
oh, you're funny. You're a funny
I give them a beat. I'm just saying, I forgot he was on the field. The only time I saw him was when he was arguing with Travis Kelce.
Hey, you know what I'm forgetful of? Last time Pittsburgh won a playoff game.
It has been a while, but I'm
been a very long time.
Forgetful of last time the Ravens beat the Steelers. I don't remember when that happened either. So.
Hey, they never seen him in the playoffs though. Remember, that's what all matters. And you guys haven't even been there.
Until then, guess what?
And one time you were there, you got bounced by the Browns. It's crazy.
We own you. So.
I'm trying to remember last time y'all team won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I don't know. Mine was recent, 2012, 2013.
I'm trying to remember the last time your team won the game more than 7. I remember last time any of our teams had a top 10 pick, Chud. You remember that? I don't know. I don't remember.
We haven't had a top 10 pick in a while.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, closest we got, I think, was 16 or something, 14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had to trade up for a top 10 pick. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think y'all done had like 3 or 4.
That's crazy. I don't even know the last time we were bad.
I remember last time we had a losing record, but I don't know what that is.
Super Bowls is all that winning is all that matters. Super Bowl.
No, this. Your
you know what that you know what that is though. Wait, I'm sorry. Not having a losing season and just making it over 500 is like the biggest participation award for the NFL.
But it's not just only making over 500. You get to the playoffs. So it wouldn't matter if we just kept being 9-7 and just not getting to the playoffs. But we're getting to the playoffs.
You just see North had 4 teams in the playoffs.
What you mean? It's half the teams in the division, the conference, don't make the playoffs.
AFC North definitely does, though.
Man.
Just like
we're in the hardest division in football, and we win games.
Yeah, I was
saying. What you wanted to say?
Y'all win this week so we can all get into the playoffs.
Hey, it happened. But you see the schedule. They're trying to see if Tomlin really that guy. So, you know. And when we win the division and then win the playoff game, I'll get rid of all of these jokes. I can get back into my Lamar slander. Next team we're going to go to.
You see what they're trying to do to Lamar this year. You already seen it.
We still got a 100 schedule, which is crazy. Las Vegas Raiders picked up Gardner Minshew, signed him to a 2-year deal. Re-signed Amir Abdullah, signed Alexander Mattison, signed Michael Gallup, signed Jalen Gotton, signed Andres Pete, tackle, re-signed their center, signed offensive lineman Cody Whitehair, signed defensive lineman Adam Butler, re-signed John Jenkins, and signed Christian Wilkins for a 4-year, $110 million deal. In the draft, they drafted Brock Bowers, drafted Jackson Powers Johnson, drafted Delmar Gaze, drafted the Cameron Richardson, picked up Tommy Eichenberg, picked up Daniel Lube, Trey Taylor, and MJ Devonshire. What are our thoughts on what they did?
Like, I want to give them a B-. So I'm like leaning more to like the C plus.
Why is that?
Because here's my big thing. The C plus, the reason why they're getting a over a 2.0 is strictly because of their draft. Besides Christian Wilkins, they really do in the offseason.
We got Gardner Minshew. We just let his team almost let his team to a playoff game.
This team is gonna,
and they got Michael Gallup.
This team's gonna be fighting for third, fighting for second, but really not gonna do it. The Chiefs are gonna own this division again. This team doesn't really. I mean, their draft. I really like their draft. Brock Bowers, great, even though you didn't need him. Jackson Powers Johnson for where you got him, great pick. Glaze, even though you reach, he's a good lineman. Richardson's a good corner. Lau was highly productive at running back, but I don't think that's the biggest. Him and Zamir White losing Josh Jacobs is huge, in my opinion.
I agree.
I like Trey Taylor, Ed Reed's nephew. I like him. He's a solid safety. It'd be interesting to see what they do. But they got safeties. So, I don't know. I don't love what they did this offseason. I like what they did draft-wise. But like I said, I'm more C+ just because of their draft. Christian Wilkins is cool. But what else did you really do? Like, I don't think they're gonna they didn't make any moves to improve their record. Is what I'm trying to get at. I think they either are going to beat the same record or lose more games. To be honest.
All right. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I'm not too impressed. I mean, I think the Raiders just are your team in general. I think adding Gardner Minshew probably could have did something better than that. And at these, like I said, losing Josh Jacobs was a big one. Hunter Renfrow, that was a big one.
Didn't even use him. So I don't know if it's big to them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last year they didn't, but the year before he was pretty good. I think he got hurt, and then they just stopped utilizing him. But regardless, like you said, they replaced him with Brock. But I just think the division itself, is one that is just tough. But I grade him. I would give him, I'll probably give him a C+.
All right.
A lot of teams lose more than what they gain.
So you feel like a lot of teams what?
Lose a lot more than what they tend to gain. Like getting rid of Jimmy G for Gardner Minshew. Don't like it.
Is that not an upgrade?
What?
Why is not an upgrade?
Why would it be an upgrade, bro? You think Jimmy G isn't better than Gardner Minshew?
Based on their last two stops, you could definitively say Jimmy G is better than Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think the Raiders aren't a good team in general. You know what I'm saying? So just playing in that division is tough. But you look at Jimmy G's resume; he's always been a good quarterback, a consistent quarterback, given the pieces. Even last year. Nah, I'm not gonna say last year. But 2 years ago when Hunter Renfrow was balling, not balling, but playing well. I don't know. But it's just the Raiders, man. I feel like ever since that whole Henry Ruggs incident happened, they kind of been flustered a little bit with the organization, but it's just me.
All right. I don't hate it. Did you go, Chefs?
Yeah, about the Raiders. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think that I'll give them a C+ because I still don't get Brock Bowers pickup when you just drafted a tight end with the second round pick last year, and Michael Myers, who we all thought was great and the best tight end last year. coming out. Well, not even because I thought Dalton Kincaid were better. But still, he was a top 3 tight end last year, and I think he also didn't get the fair shake. So I feel like you should have seen what you got from him before you actually went ahead and drafted him. But I get it. Like Brock Bowers is a great talent, so you don't want to, pass up on that. So I don't hate it, but and I also feel like they really didn't dress quarterback, and I honestly know why, because I felt like the person they actually wanted
got drafted
number 9 when he thought he was gonna get drafted.
Yeah,
probably were gonna pick him.
I forgot about that until you did. So,
I think that where Michael Penix got drafted threw up their entire draft board because I think they did not think he was gonna go that high. I thought they probably still draft Brock Bowers and probably think we can get Michael. They probably were going to trade back in the first round to pick up Michael Penix. I think that was their game plan, but it got screwed because you did re-sign your center to pick up a center in the second round, which Jackson Powers can go and play some guard. But I think that pick was going to be used to trade up in the first round to get Michael Penix probably in the late 20s in their draft order. Because if they get Michael Penix and Brock Bowers, we're looking at them totally different. I think we all agree, right?
Maybe a little bit, but not like anything crazy.
What grade you give them? To me, I give them a C plus. I think they're a B plus if they get Michael. I'm very high on Penix, bro. I think Penix could be the best quarterback.
I gave him a C plus. I think is what I gave him. I think I'd probably be around B minus maybe. But like, I still don't think they did, like even with him, if they were to add him in the mix that they did, it's not enough to make the team like any much better than what they were last year, in my opinion. Well, I know he's good, but I just don't think they have enough around.
I think maybe I'm just super high.
Besides Brock Bowers and Devontae, what's the offensive threats on that team?
Please respect Patriots legend. Please respect Patriots legend. Damn, why can't I think of the receiver name right now? What's his name, Dio? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't. Jacoby Myers?
Respect Jacoby Myers.
Man.
Number 16.
And I'm still high on Michael Mayer. You know what I'm saying? But please respect Jacoby Myers. That's all I gotta say.
Crazy.
Offensive third, Jacoby Myers is crazy.
1A.
Inside out score.
He was y'all one, so please respect him, though.
Not a one.
He was y'all one, though.
He was
not y'all one?
He one C.
He was y'all one, bro.
Yeah, number 1 in his jersey.
He's one by default.
He was their number 1, bro. Don't do that. All right.
One by circumstances.
One by circumstances is crazy. Let's get to the Chargers, man. They picked up Easton Stick, signed J.K. Dobbins, signed Gus Edwards of the Baltimore Chargers, DJ Chark, tight end Will Dissly, tight end Hayden Hurst. He picked up everybody.
They picked all the Ravens, bro. Like it really did.
Bradley Bosman, Pona Ford. They signed Bud Dupree, signed Troy Dye, signed Denzel Perryman, Christian Fulton, and Ali Gilman. In the draft, they drafted Joe Alt, picked up Lad McConkey, picked up Jordan Collison, Justin Ibagwe, Tariq Still, Cam Hart, great pickup, Kimani Vidal, Brendan Rice, and Cornelius Johnson. What do you guys think about what they did? Talk to me.
B minus. B minus. They got solid players around them, but they didn't splash. Like probably would have been higher if they. I know Joe Alt's good. Don't get me wrong. Joe Alt was a great pick. Solidifying that offensive line. And I understand who your offensive coordinator is and what you're trying to do. But like when you lose Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, and you have the opportunity to get Malik Neighbors, and you don't get Malik Neighbors, kind of head scratcher to me.
Is it though?
I mean, I guess know it because Greg Roman's your offensive coordinator, and you know they're going to run the ball a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But like, your number one is DJ Chark or whoever. Who's number one? Oh, Quentin Johnson. Yeah, that moves me. Joshua Palmer. That moves me. And then Hayden Hurst at tight end. Damn, bro. Hey, yo.
But
I feel
we
like
already said they're going to be a running team. Like we know they're going to be a running team.
I just don't. B minus. Their draft is cool. I like their draft. They did get Ladd. That's cool. They got Brendan Rice. They got a couple of receivers. Vidal's going to get some time. He's tough. I don't know. I think they did all right. Nothing crazy. Like I said, they're still rebuilding. They're going to do worse than they did the previous year, in my opinion. They're going to have another top pick. They'll have another top pick. I'm sorry. They'll do the same. They'll do the same. Because I think that running shit's played out right now because their offensive line was not what the offensive line was when Greg Roman had it at the Ravens. I'm going to keep it a stack. It's not the same. And then you got a J.K. Dobbins that has been through hell physically.
Mm-hmm.
And you're splitting with Gus Edwards, which that's going to be beef. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. J.K. was mad Gus was getting carries at Ravens. And it's going to be the same.
How you know he was mad?
He came out and said it in the playoffs the previous year when he was actually healthy. He said, how come we're not giving, he says, me the ball more, basically. That's what he said. He said, I should be getting the ball a lot more, which he's not wrong. He's the number one running back. But he was mad Gus was taking carries from him. He was mad Justice Hill was taking carries from him.
I think he was more mad with the Justice Hill part.
But I don't know. I don't like it. I think they're still rebuilding, like I said. It's going to be another long year for them. And then people are going to talk about Justin Herbert maybe being a bust and needing to get out of there. Watch.
All right.
What do you think they did? They did something this offseason?
It's not my turn to swim turn.
Well, I mean, that's a question for anybody.
I think they took steps in the right direction. Simply because they needed to shore up the offensive line. Justin Herbert got hurt a lot last year. Wherever Harbaugh has gone, he has always built out the offensive line first, get some studs, build a solid running game. Throwing the ball 100 times a game is not going to win you games. You got to have a solid foundation. Got to get the offensive line. Now, they're able to utilize the play action a lot, which will help Justin Herbert's game. Did I think they went crazy this offseason? No. Did I think they took the right steps? Absolutely. When next offseason comes around, we get to see what they really do. But I'm with you. I still give them like a C. I don't think they did anything crazy. But I think Joe Alt was the good pick over getting a Malik Neighbors. Snoop, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I think they, like you said, took steps in the right direction. I was gonna give them a C plus because of what they lost, but I did remember that they did draft Joe Alt. I did see they got rid of Burrell, but got another center too. So
Warclap is crazy, man.
What?
Warclap is just such a crazy man. Like,
oh yeah. But yeah, obviously, like you said, getting rid of their receivers, adding Greg Roman, focusing on more so of the running game. But I don't really understand why you wouldn't keep Austin Eckler. I know people saying he isn't as good as he's hyped up to be, but he's still to be back. I think if you were going to have a game, I would keep him along with Gus Edwards. That would be a good 1-2 punch in my opinion. But I think they got some good signings. Eric Kendrick is a big loss, but we'll see what. Who did they sign on defense? Christian Fulton.
On defense, I love the Cam Hart pickup, but they signed Fulton. Denzel Perriman was a good pickup, I think, as well.
Yeah.
In budget.
So yeah, I think that there's some good replacements, but again, this is a division that's a tough one. But this is one of the teams that compete. So we'll see. We'll see what Justin Herbert can do in this offense. We'll see if he's actually, an elite quarterback as he once was claimed to be. But I give him a solid B, maybe B minus B.
All right.
Gerald Everett. Get rid of crazy.
All right, that was it, man. That was it, fellas. You got anything I want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
No.
Time I come back, Celtics probably be up 3-1. You know what I'm saying? I have my jersey on.
3-1. Hold on. That's how many games played before the next pod, which will be Wednesday?
This Wednesday?
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday? Probably. They play tomorrow. They probably play Friday.
They play Monday. Yeah, it'll be by the time we pod, be 4 games played. So yeah. They play tomorrow, Thursday, Saturday, and they play Monday. And it'll be a game Wednesday when we pod. Either the series might be up or on the brink of closing. So we'll see. All right, people. Until next time, y'all know where to find us. There's anything to say to people?
Nah.
No. All right. Well, holla.